Hi, I'm Katie Calkin. I'm a community health educator with Piedmont Athens Regional and a Team Lavender ambassador. Today, we are going to check in with what mindfulness is, define gratitude, look at some of those practices, and do a guided gratitude meditation together. So, Team Lavender works to help employees learn about mindfulness practices to support stress management, both on the job and in personal life. If you have an interest in mindfulness, we're always looking for more ambassadors. You can get in touch with Lauren Seal, who's on the upper left of your screen. So we're all familiar with our brain feeling overwhelmed. And when we practice mindfulness, we're really just checking in with our mind as it is, not trying to force it to be in a certain situation. But as we get more proficient with mindfulness practices, it can help our minds settle and become a little more clear and focused. Another great visual for mindfulness is to remember that our body has to be in the present moment. But our mind can get stuck rehashing the past or really thinking about the future. And those are really good skills to think about the past and to plan for the future. But we can get in really repetitive loops of rehashing the past, worrying about the future. So if we're going to be thinking behind us or in front of us, we want to be doing that mindfully. We want to be in the present moment and be doing that in a productive, intentional way. So, as a reminder, mindfulness defined is the practice of paying attention to, seeing clearly whatever is happening in our lives. And that might be thoughts, it might be feelings, what's happening physically in our body, what's going on in the environment around us. And we become more proficient. These are sets of skills that we can learn. We become more proficient over time. So, to define gratitude, it's two parts. We have an awareness and a thankfulness for the gifts and goodness in our lives. And we have a readiness to show appreciation and return kindness. So true gratitude becomes a two-way street. And gratitude will often connect us to something larger. That could be other people, could be nature, could be a higher power. So when we look at the benefits of gratitude, that top line there, psychological, so that's what we're experiencing internally. We might have more positive emotions. Our mood might be improved. Socially, in the middle, we might be feeling more empathy for other people, and it can improve our relationships. So it increases the strength of our social bonds. And then the last line, physical, it's been linked to improved immune system and decreases in pain. When we do the gratitude meditation at the end, we'll be checking in with where we feel those sensations of gratitude in our body. And that's a really good thing for us to be in touch with. So gratitude isn't just a nice idea. It's really being studied. What does this do in our brain? How does this affect our chemistry? So over on the left, we have serotonin. And serotonin boosts our mood, our motivation, increases our resolve to stick with things even when they're hard. And that's primarily released when we are expressing gratitude through writing. So think writing a thank you note or journaling. In the middle is dopamine. So that's strengthening the positive emotions, improving optimistic outlook, and increasing our social bonds. And that's released when we are voicing gratitude. So we're sharing things verbally. And then oxytocin on the right fosters trust, builds connections with others, and it inhibits one of the stress hormones, cortisol. So it dampens the stress response. And that's released when we're expressing or receiving gratitude. So that's important that when we let people express gratitude to us, when we let that wash over us, when we let that when we really feel that other people appreciate us, that increases oxytocin, and it makes sense that that would increase our social bonds, improve our relationships. So a practice that Piedmont has really been focused on for a while now, because it's been really shown to be helpful in clinical research, is the three good things. So let's take a look at this. We are unfortunately hardwired to remember the negative things. It's a great survival mechanism, but in day-to-day life, it means that we can leave work or a personal conversation remembering the one negative thing, but forgetting about all of the good things that happened. So when we think about those three good things, we're actually training our mind to start looking for the good things. So it's really important that the three good things are not just the same things, like general categories, like I appreciate my coworkers, my family, my friends. You want to be thinking really specific things that you appreciate each day, and that trains our brain's filtering system to be on the lookout and to savor the good things. This can be done at the end of the day, can be also done at the end of a shift. The clinical research has been with it being at the end of the day, but there are improvements if you do it at the end of a shift too, to transition to your personal life. So those clinical trials demonstrate lower burnout and depression, better work-life balance, less conflict at work, higher levels of happiness, and improved sleep quality. And that improved sleep quality has been shown in the trials where people are writing down the three specific good things within 2 hours of going to sleep. So keep that in mind if you adopt this as a regular practice. Some other gratitude practices that can be helpful are to set a daily alarm. So when that goes off, just stopping whatever you're doing and checking in with all of your senses. What is happening? What are you grateful for right now? Gratitude journal. Again, that's the serotonin. So writing down specifically what you're grateful for. Gratitude meditation. We'll do something we'll do one version of that today, but there are so many YouTube videos, apps, scripts, so you can figure out, customize a gratitude meditation that works for you. And it doesn't have to be a long time. We'll do a little bit longer today, but it can just even be a couple of minutes to reset. A gratitude jar or a box is something that you could decorate in a way that you enjoy and write down things that you appreciate throughout the day or at the end of the day. And then when you're having an especially hard time, you can pull that out, read through your notes, and it can help to remind you of all the goodness in your life. A gratitude ritual might be something that you start your day or end your day with, or do at break or lunchtime. One example here is to share things that you're grateful for with family or friends over dinner, but it could be anything that's meaningful to you. Sometimes people like to write letters and share that, or write letters if it's something that you don't want to share, but it helps bring up the gratitude for you, all of those good, positive emotions for you. You don't have to share it, but it may be something that you want to pass on so that person can receive your gratitude. A visit might be a meaningful way for you to express your gratitude in person for someone who's been important to you. And volunteering is you're paying that gratitude forward. So you're sharing that bounty of feeling thankful in some meaningful service way. A gratitude mantra can be just a short phrase. It's kind of a go-to thing. It might be something that you use at a ritual time like morning or evening, or it may be something that you pull out in the moment to reset yourself. It might be something that you say out loud. It might be something that you have posted somewhere so that you can see it. And then gratitude cues are more of a nonverbal way of bringing up those sensations and that reminder to come back to gratitude. Some people use a sticker, a piece of art, jewelry, a tattoo, something that brings you back to that place of, let me check in with what I'm thankful for. So all of these things do not mean that you don't have stress. They don't mean that you get to opt out of the daily hassles. And of course, we're all going to have genuine, painful things in our life, but connecting to gratitude can help us feel like we have the internal resources and the social resources, the connections to handle what is happening in our lives. So let's do a guided relaxation and a checking in with gratitude together. If it's comfortable for you, put both feet on the floor, and then you want to sit up so that you're comfortable, but your shoulders are over your hips so that your lungs have plenty of space. And then rest your hands in your lap You could hold your hands together, or you can have them separate with your hands up or your palms down, whatever you'd like. And then soften your gaze in front of you. Or if you're comfortable with it, you can close your eyes and take a few, just a little bit longer, deeper breaths. So kind of exaggerated. And this can help make sure that your belly is soft so that all of your lungs are moving as you breathe. After that next exhale, go back to breathing gently, comfortably, keeping your belly relaxed and noticing where you feel the movement of your breath in your body. And notice that your breath is three-dimensional. It's not just your belly or your chest moving forward, but you feel that all the way around your body. Now let your forehead smooth out. Any concentration or stress energy in between your eyebrows can release. Tiny little muscles around the eyeballs soften. Let go of any gripping in the jaw so your bottom teeth float. Your next breath out, soften skin of your face and scalp even more. Your exhales remind your shoulder blades to melt down your back. Tension drains out of your arms like sand pouring out of a sack. Let go of any extra gripping in your low back, glutes, legs. Let tension drain down your legs through the soles of your feet. Return your attention to the movement of your breath. Default state of the mind is to wander. We're going to give our brain a simple job of counting exhales. So next time you breathe out, think to yourself 1. And when your next breath out rolls around, think to yourself 2. You'll count your exhales up to 10, then begin again at 1. When you notice your mind has wandered off, just gently bring it back to the sensations of your breath and counting the exhales as they go by. Now you can stop counting and bring to your awareness something that is really easy for you to be grateful for. So you instantly have positive feelings of thankfulness. And notice where you feel that in your body. Sometimes people feel an expansion or a joyfulness around the chest. Sometimes people notice a place where they carry tension, like their shoulders will instantly be softer. Sometimes it's an overall lightness. So notice those physical sensations of gratitude. And wherever you feel that in the most concentrated way, as you breathe, imagine those waves of gratitude, those waves of positive emotion are expanding and getting bigger. So, filling all the parts of your body. So, as you're breathing, you're feeling in touch with the gratitude. As you're exhaling, you're feeling a softening, easing, a spreading of those sensations of gratitude throughout your whole body. And now imagine those feelings of gratitude expanding beyond your body. So you have a bubble of gratitude around you. And let those sensations of gratitude expand even further. So the whole room is filled up with your positive feelings of gratitude. And then with your imagination, see that gratitude expanding even further out, filling the whole city where you are, maybe the whole state. And then even further than you can picture. So covering the whole earth, going out to the atmosphere, just waves of gratitude expanding from you. And then see that gratitude making the cozy bubble around your body again. And check back in with the movement of your breath, soft and easy. Take a little bit longer breath in through the nose, longer breath out through your mouth like a sigh. Do that 2 more times, just bigger, fuller breaths. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes. So I encourage you to take some time with your group to share the gratitude practices that are meaningful for you. So maybe something that you do regularly or once in a while. And hopefully you recognize that you already have a practice in place and maybe get some new ideas from your peers, your coworkers, about ways that you could check in with gratitude, those feelings of thankfulness that you experience internally, and then ways that you can share that with other people. There are some resources through Team Lavender, and you're welcome to get in touch with me or Lauren Seal if you have any questions or want to explore any practices in greater detail. We're always happy to talk about that. I appreciate y'all being here, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Take care.